everybody wants to buy the next Palm Jumeirah. The problem is everybody wants to buy it after it becomes Palm Jumeirah. So when the infrastructure is finished, the hotels are open, the restaurants are full, the villas are occupied, and everybody on Instagram is talking about it, suddenly everybody feels safe. By then, my friend, you are not early anymore. You are paying the price of being comfortable. And this is exactly why I want to talk today about Palm Jebel Ali. Not as a flip, not as something you buy today and sell 6 months later. I'm talking about a 5 to 7, maybe even 8 years investment horizon. Because to understand Palm Jebel Ali, first you need to understand what happened with Palm Jumeirah. So, Palm Jumeirah, the proof of concept, go back more than 20 years. Dubai announces that it is going to build an enormous palm-shaped island in the Arabian Gulf. At that time, imagine telling somebody, give me your money, we are going to build an island in the sea shaped like a palm tree. And one day, some of the richest people in the world will live there. Today, that sounds normal. Back then, people thought Dubai was crazy. And some investors were afraid. Some waited. Some said, let me see when it gets ready. And some bought. Now look at what Palm Jumeirah became. It's no longer simply a residential community. It became an internationally recognized address and one of Dubai's most important ultra-prime markets. And the numbers tells the story. And numbers don't lie. So, Knight Frank reported the Palm Jumeirah villas values increased 126% from January 2020 to early 2023 alone. Later data showed even larger gains through that cycle. And here, one crazy example. A Palm Jumeirah villa that was purchased for approximately 6.6 million USD in 2015 was sold in 2025 for around 106 million USD. So that's an extreme example. I am not telling you every property did that, but it shows you what can happen when you combine scarcity, waterfront locations, infrastructure, and global demand. By 2024, Palm Jumeirah recorded 127 transactions above 10 million USD, worth nearly 2.3 billion. This is what maturity looks like. But here is the question. Where was the biggest opportunity? When Palm Jumeirah was already established, or when people were still asking who is going to live all the way out there. Now look at Palm Jebel Ali. This is why Palm Jebel Ali interests me. All right, stay with me. Palm Jebel Ali forms part of the wider Dubai 2040 urban master plan and the expansion of Dubai's southern growth corridor. Now you have got Jebel Ali, you've got Dubai South, you've got Expo City, and you've got Al Maktoum International Airport. And you have Dubai expanding further south. So when somebody tells me, Palm Jebel Ali is far, I say, far from what? Today's Dubai or tomorrow's Dubai? Because Dubai keeps moving. Yesterday, Dubai Marina was far. JBR was far. Dubai Hills was far. Palm Jumeirah itself was considered far. So then Dubai grew around them. And that's how Masterplan investing works. Now let's understand what Palm Jebel Ali is. And let's actually understand what you are buying. Palm Jebel Ali is not simply a collection of villas sitting on some funds. You have the funds where the beach villas collections are located. Here you have the main spine which connects and services the island. You have the wider island and the crescent area that will eventually accommodate hospitality, leisure, residential, and other component of the master plan. And importantly, large part of this destination are still to become. That's the point. You are not buying into finished community. You are buying while infrastructure, residences, hospitality, and amenities are still being delivered. And infrastructure work is real Nakheel has awarded major infrastructure contracts covering fronts A through G and the Spine District, including roads and utilities. So, when I talk about Palm Jebel Ali, I am not selling you a picture of what you see today. I am looking at what this entire destination could become once all these pieces are connected. Okay? So, it's not only villas. And another important development has already happened. Palm Jebel Ali is no longer only a villa story. We now have Palm Central private residences. Nakheel launched the first phase in 2025 and in June 2026 released another 222 beachfront residences across 3 buildings. We are talking about 1 to 4 bedroom apartments and 4 to 5 bedroom townhouses with direct beach access. Why does that matter? Because a functioning destination needs different type of residents: villas, apartments, townhouses, and hotels. And you've got retails as well. You've got restaurants, you've got entertainment, beach clubs, and schools and community infrastructure around the whole Palm Jebel Ali. That's how you go from a project to a destination. Question: what have early investors seen? Now let's talk numbers. When Palm Jebel Ali new villa chapter launched in 2023, investors were buying into a master plan that was much earlier in its development cycle. Today, we are already seeing the secondary market establish higher pricing. According to Knight Frank, Q1 2026 data, average Palm Jebel Ali pricing was around 3,465 per square foot compared with approximately 5,363 per square foot Palm Jumeirah. All right, so Palm Jebel Ali has already appreciated, but there is still significant pricing gap between the emerging Palm and the mature Palm Jumeirah. Does that mean Palm Jebel Ali automatically reaches Palm Jumeirah pricing? No. That's not how intelligent investing works. But it tells me something important. I am buying into a waterfront destination before maturity rather than paying the full maturity premium, all right? And demand is already visible. In Q1 2026 alone, Palm Jebel Ali recorded over 40 sales above $10 million, according to Knight Frank. Think about that. The destination isn't even mature yet, and it's already competing among Dubai's biggest ultra-luxury markets. Now, the final villa release is here, and this brings us to where we are already. We are now at the final villa release. The latest pricing presented by Nakheel starts at approximately 29 million dirhams for 6-bedroom beach villa, approximately 30 million for 5-bedroom beach villas, and the Coral collection approximately 47 million dirhams for a 6-bedroom and 49 million for a 7-bedroom. All right, this is not cheap real estate, and it shouldn't be. You are buying beachfront land and a luxury villa inside one of Dubai's biggest future waterfront destinations. But the question for an investor isn't, is 30 million dirhams expensive? That's the wrong question. The question is, what am I buying for 30 million today? What could an equivalent asset cost when this destination is mature? That's the calculation you should be doing right now. If you have capital that you can allocate for 5 to 8 years, and you understand waterfront scarcity, Dubai's population and infrastructure growth, and the value created when a major master plan matures, then Palm Jebel Ali deserves your serious attention. Could prices double over a long enough period? It is possible. Palm Jebel Ali and Burgari Island demonstrated that waterfront assets in Dubai can experience extraordinary appreciation, but nobody should guarantee you that Palm Jebel Ali will double in 5 years. What I can tell you is that the investment thesis is there: scarcity, beachfront, large plots, infrastructure, hospitality, a major master developer, Dubai's southward expansion, and most importantly, time. Let's look at the bigger picture. When I look at Palm Jebel Ali, I don't look at what is standing there today. I imagine what happens when the villas are handed over. Then residents move in, then Palm Central and future residential phases develop, then hospitality arrives, then restaurants and beach clubs open, then landscaping matures, then infrastructure around the southern corridor continues expanding, and eventually people stop saying Palm Jebel Ali is the future and start saying Palm Jebel Ali is Palm Jebel Ali. That's when an address has been created. And historically, the investors who make the biggest gains from transformation and master plans are often the people who understood the story before everybody else could physically see it. So if you are looking at Palm Jebel Ali simply because you want to make a quick flip, speak to somebody else. But if you are looking at it as a 5, 7, or even 8-year strategic investment, then let's sit down and look at the numbers properly, because not every villa is the same. The funds matter, the position matter, the orientation matters, the plot matter, the view matter, the layout matter, and your entry price definitely matter. Now, the final reduce is happening right now as we talk. And after this, the conversation changes from which new villa should I choose to what is available in the secondary market. Now, if you want me to break down the master plan, compare the beach and coral collection, and identify the unit that I believe have the strongest long-term positioning, get in touch with me immediately. Don't buy because you are scared of missing out. Buy because you understand what you are buying and you are prepared to give the investment the time it needs. See you around.